All right, lads, it is that time of the month where I have to inform you of what goodies are going to be coming over to us on the NA version of the game for the month of December. And it's looking like it's going to be an absolute banger of a month that we should have fairly well mapped out. I mean, maybe if the live stream is any indication, one of the events might get flipped around, but I really doubt that they're going to do that. So we actually have a really good clairvoyance read on what's going to be coming out this month, and it's going to be pretty good, right? We got some banger events, a good story chapter, and some very strong servants will be making their return. However, I cannot believe we have made it this far, but this video is sponsored by ADP. Yes, sir, we are actually sponsored by an anime body pillow website, and I want to be upfront with you guys. I did not get paid for this one. They were simply like, hey, if we send you a Morgan body pillow, since that's like the premier waifu of the channel, will you promote the Black Friday sale? And I was like, you know what, if you guys are for real about this, send me the pillow and I'll promote the Black Friday sale. Because if you buy one of their body pillows, you get one free. And if you use my code that's going to be flashing up on the screen right now, you get 10% off. And I'm not making commission off this or anything, right? It's just like, you know, this is cool to do for, you know, an FGO related channel. You know, you summon for Kama, you don't get Kama, you might actually get Kama in a kind of weird roundabout sort of way. But I will also say that, in all seriousness, these are actually pretty high quality. I do like the product that I did receive, and they're not like too lewd or anything, right? So it's not like weird or anything. I mean, this is the one that I got. You know, it's cutesy, it's Morgan, but it's nothing too degenerate, right? And as I've been kind of vocal on my streams, I have a really hard time sleeping. Like, I have to take like medication to actually sleep. This has helped when I've actually like slept with it, you know, which sounds really weird to say out loud, but it is like a really comfy pillow. Like, I do like it a lot. And considering that they're on sale, if you ever wanted to get one of these things, now is a good time to do it, because it's like you get to buy one, get one free, and I have a discount code for it. So take it as like my Christmas present to everybody here. You know, if you want to have some D-Gen body pillow, you know, you could probably go find that, right? You could probably find that somewhere. But if you want something a little bit more normal, I suppose, they also got that over here. So, you know, go check them out, link them down in the description down below. Make sure you use the code so you get a discount on that as well, and I believe it's going to be going on for a couple more days. But yeah, I just cannot believe we've actually reached the point where I actually get to promote a body pillow thing. It's really funny to me, but it is high quality. Like, I do actually like the product I was given. But anyway, back to our regularly scheduled content. So what I mean that we have everything mapped out, I mean, we literally have these campaigns already going on. Like, this is coming up in like just a couple of days, I believe, over here on NA, and then we already have this in full swing. We're pretty much just waiting on like Tugunska Sanctuary, Christmas, and those are the only things that maybe, if they want to be a little quirky, they could swap them around. Like, if they want to release Tugunska Sanctuary at the beginning of December, to then add more hype for the mysterious unit that's coming out for New Year's, you know, 3, 2, 1, spoiler alert, it's going to be another Koyanskaya, right? And then the other one is also going to return. Maybe if they want to add a little bit more time in between those units, they could do that and let Christmas run, you know, during Christmas. What a novel concept. But realistically, it doesn't matter. We know we're going to be getting both of these events at whatever time slot. Like, if they want to be quirky, they can do that, but you know, we know we're getting both of these events. There's not really a whole lot of surprises we could get outside of just like random banners. So first and foremost, let's talk about the event that everybody actually really cares about, and that's going to be the Christmas event over here. Now, you're going to get the free-to-play Martha. I have to mention this first because everybody just sees lottery over there and they're like, dude, I want to go and just farm everything in this event. It's like, okay, but hold on. There's actually some goodies in this event. Like, the Santa Martha is a very, very strong free-to-play support unit. I do advise that you do not skim out on getting her, especially if you're more of a weaker or a newer account. She can definitely help you out in that aspect. And don't forget that Scotty will be making her return for this like actual new Christmas event. For some reason, they decided not to do a new 5-star unit, but I'm not complaining that Scotty is basically on rate up throughout the entirety of the event. So it's not like, oh, Merlin's available for 1 weekend and you can't get him outside of that. Like, he's only going to be here for 2 days. Or, oh no, Oberon's here for like 3 entire days. It's, you know, she's actually going to be here. Granted, Scotty's not as strong as Oberon or anything, but at the very least, you know, she is available. If you don't have any other main farmers, right, you can go for Scotty over here and then kind of maybe make quick looping work. Although, I don't know why you would do that, because Koyanskaya comes out like right after this, like a month after, but I don't know, maybe you just really want to use Scotty, right? Which I don't blame you. We're also going to be getting a couple of strength things over here, which, oh, I mean, I guess just one with Scotty. Basically, all this does is add an attack buff to her NP, which does make it more worth using, right? Because right now it's like, it's got the insta-kill protection, it gives you crit damage, it gives you a dodge, which is not like bad or anything. Like, it's a fine enough support NP. It's just a far cry from like Merlin or Castoria and how strong their NPs can be, or even like Reigns, right? Reigns is a very strong support NP, same thing for like Waver. So it makes it a bit more worth, and as you can see there, it's a 5-turn buff, which is kind of crazy. So it's like you actually can maybe loop that attack buff. It does make her a little bit better. It doesn't make Scotty crazy, but it does just make her a little bit better. But let's talk about the actual lottery here, because I know that nobody cares about all the other stuff here. Here's the main stuff that you're going to be getting for lottery. So basically, all the skill materials is going to be available, and then you're going to be getting your stakes, your stingers, your magatamas, and then your, rocks over here, as well as QP. And if you're especially hurting for QP, you can see over here that we are actually going to be getting this cider thing, which is something you get to use for the event shop. Yeah, as you can see right here, you can use these to get your extra copies of Martha, to, get the lures, but most importantly, in my opinion, you can sell them, right? They're 500k QP a pop. So like, you start farming a lot of boxes, these start to add up. Like, for perspective, I farmed the latest lottery on JP about as hard as I farmed Nerofest, and I ended up with like 1.1 billion QP, as opposed to NA where I got like 400 to 500k. It was like something along those lines. It just massively increases the amount of QP you're getting, just because you're getting like 4 of these a run, right? So that's like an extra 2 million QP if you think about it that way. It's ridiculous, right? It's really, really strong. We also are going to be getting these little tickets over here, which, as you can see, give you extra, material over here. So if you're really hurting on the claws over here, if you're hurting for the metal and you're hurting for feathers over here, these are also all really, really strong, right? So it's just a very, very good lotto. Like, not only are the base materials, especially like stakes and stingers, which are bronze materials, so let's be honest, a lot of servants are going to want like 500 billion of these. I believe like Ereshkigal is like one of the biggest offenders of needing a ton of stakes, so make sure you farm all these. But Magatamas, I'll let you know, like right now on JP, I'm very low on those as well. Just a lot of servants recently, at least that I've been pulling, have been needing these. So just make sure you stock up on these, and it's also phenomenal to get some QP to let you start out 2023, or I guess 2024. Sorry, I'm getting my years mixed up. 2024 with a strong foot forward, and then you can also pick up these things. Because who doesn't need feathers, right? Pretty much everybody in my Twitch chat was just like, I'm using these on feathers. And I was like, yeah, but that makes sense. Then we have Tugunska Sanctuary over here, which I don't, yeah, there they go. They have it labeled right here. You have your raid quest, which is why I'm like, I don't know if they're going to swap these around, because the main draw for Tugunska is that you have the raids, which are very similar to what we just went through in the Guda Guda mission, right? Like, you have the different levels of difficulty over here, and you get like more increasing rewards as you're doing this. And they're not bad, right? And you want to farm them whether you need QP the material or not. They're not too hard, at least in my opinion, they're not too hard. But, if you're finding one that you really need to go and farm, or one is easier for you, maybe dump your apples into that one. Keep in mind, you will get like a decent bit of apples from this lottery as well, because you do get the bronze apples. So if you save those for Tugunska Sanctuary, ideally you could farm this really hard with like your gold apples, and then carry these over into Gunska, and then still get extra material, right? Because you can see they've got proofs, they've got fangs, and then they have bullets. Yeah, bullets on the other one. I don't think, yeah, this one was not super crazy, because I was like, I don't think the other one was all that nuts. I guess it drops a lot of QP and stuff over there. But yeah, bullets I know are in very high demand. I know that fangs are in very high demand. And proofs, I still need proofs on JP. So like, make sure you're actually going out and farming these raids. Like, don't blow all of your apples on this, even though it's really, really good, unless you specifically are just like super set on like proofs and stuff. Like, if you have like a billion proofs, you got like 1,000 or something, you're probably set for a good while. But unless you're like one of those people that's been farming forever, you still probably need proof. So make sure you kind of allocate and kind of plan out how you're going to farm these. And I would kind of take a look at these, at least now, because I'll more go over the raids and give them their own guides and what servants are going to be good for them when we're getting closer to this. Like, when they actually announce it, I'll probably drop a guide for that. But you could take like a cursory look at this and kind of find out what's going to be the best units to use for you to like kind of farm these guys. But it's realistically just like the Ivan fight, the Surtur fight over here, and then you just fight a bunch of like little dingluses over here, right? These guys are annoying. I hate these guys. But then finally we're going to close out the year with New Year's. And obviously, like I mentioned it earlier, we're going to be getting Koyan Sky of the Dank over here, who is a solid farming servant. I don't think she's crazy, but I do think she's like still like an A+ unit. Like, she's still very, very strong. She has like an Earth Attribute Power mod. She can like dump every single debuff onto people. Like, she's just got a lot of good stuff going on. Like, she's going to be very good. It's just unfortunate because we know that next New Year's, or at least a little bit after New Year's, we're going to be getting Kukulkan, who is just ridiculously broken, and they're both Buster AoE foreigners. It's just I don't know why they did her so dirty. I have no idea why they did that. The rate up is kind of middling over here. Like, Arthur's not super great. Iskandar's not super great. Da Vinci's getting better, like, as they're buffing her. No, let's call him Iskandar. King Hassan over here got really good recently over on JP. They were like, what if we just gave him, like, a big old battery and more damage? And then it was like, yeah, that pretty much does it. That's really good. Skyhawk's pretty solid as well. So, like, if you want to summon for him just because he is limited, and he will come back, he won't come back for a fat minute, but he will be very, very good, and you know he's going to be getting that buff. That's not like a bad investment to go for, or you could just summon for Kama, who's going to be coming out in a couple of days, and probably be a little better off, and then Skyhawk's not bad. But I imagine most people that are going to be hitting up this banner are either going to summon on this, or where is the second banner? Yeah, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, I know it's here. There is another banner. I don't know if it's listed on here, or maybe I'm just blind, but there is another banner that brings back the other Koyan Sky, the support one. And that one, I think, is also fairly limited. Like, it's only here for, like, I think it's, like, not even a week. It's very, very short. So make sure, if you do want to go ahead and get the other Koyan Sky for farming, you save for that one. That is the Koyan Sky of the Light, not the freaky one we got over here. You know, it's not this one. But then, yeah, other than that, there's the lucky bag over here, which is a complicated one. I'm kind of making my video on this, and I'm planning on dropping it in like a couple of weeks when we get closer to it, but it's a real complex GSSR. It's one that I'm kind of flip-flopping on myself. I was originally going to summon on this one, but then I'm like, I might just summon for Scotty on her raid up, and I feel like I have better chances. Maybe I'll go for this one, because I don't have a lot of these units. It also has Summer Jean on it, who I really want. It's complicated. Like, a lot of them are good, but I don't know, you can see that some of them are really loaded. It's, I don't know, one of those ones that's a little bit weird. It just kind of depends on who you want specifically, because some of them just look really strong. And then other ones, it's like, oh, I'm clearly just going for this one unit, and everybody else is kind of not what I'm looking for. So I like the way they're dividing it. I believe the anniversary one that we're going to be getting for 7th anniversary is a bit better. I think that's when they kind of started getting the GSSR formula down, because this is the first time I believe they split them like this, where it's like kind of all spread out. So not bad for a first attempt, but it'll kind of get better. I was theorizing on stream that maybe if they wanted to be, I actually don't know how people would feel about this, but if they wanted to give us like a NA first, they could put the Destiny Order summon on NA early for this New Year campaign. And I don't think I would particularly hate that, because it's like nice for people that want to spend. I think that one is like 20 bucks. It's like 20 to 30 if I'm remembering correctly, but then again, that was through the JP App Store, so it might be a little bit different over here in NA. But basically, it's like you're guaranteeing to get a servant that you want, and even though like I got a copy of Ibuki Berserker, which was a dupe, I was like, well, at the very least, I was fine with getting the Ibuki Berserker, because it's like, my brother in Christ, you put the units on there, like, you chose all of the units, you have to at least like the one you got, because you chose it. But yeah, I don't know, I'm, I guess, rambling at this point. I think that might be an interesting thing they could throw our way. Other than that, I'm not expecting to get like any crazy new global first. I believe this is when advanced quests come out, because we already have this. We already have the pity system. Believe me, I know, because I got smacked with that for Koyan Sky, the original one. But I believe we do get advanced quests around this line. Oh, this is really funny. Yeah, it's like we just know who all these people are. Dude, it's so ironic seeing that is like, no, that's Constantine. I think R-Sweet is on here somewhere. I swear she was, because someone like pointed it out. Is that her? I think that's R-Sweet. Because somebody pointed it out, and we were like, we're not getting R-Sweet this year. And it's like, oh, no, never mind. We did get her. She is coming out. And if you didn't know that, spoiler alert. But yeah, it's going to be a nice month. We have, you know, a lottery coming up. Then we have raids. And hopefully they don't swap the order around, because if the lotto comes first, that means you have bonus apples to use on the raids. You know, because I understand, you know, you get a bunch of QP from farming the lotto over here, and you're just like, I want to level up all my skills and everything. You burn out all your QP. Well, thankfully, right around the corner, you have this. And again, I wanted to say that advanced quests were coming out here, but I might be misremembering. I'm not seeing them on here, but I swear we do get advanced quests. I swear, like, we get like the initial one that has Saber Lily, Ku, and I think, is it a Rosh or is it Robin Hood? It's one of them. But we'll see. We'll see if they decide to give us that stuff. And, you know, please, if you want to be nice, can we just get the blue apples early? Please throw them our way for New Year's. I would absolutely love that as like a Christmas gift or a New Year's special, right? Just throw that our way, please. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know what you're looking forward to. And if you think there's going to be any random raid ups coming our way, just Let me know that in the comments down below as well. I mean, who knows who they might throw our way for this Christmas banner? I mean, it's random Martha rate up, I guess. I don't know. Isn't she not on rate up? Yeah, she is on rate up already, so I don't know. What are they going to throw on there? I have no idea. Who do they want to bring back? Saber Astolfo? He's already on rate up for, what's it called? Thanksgiving. So, I don't know. If they're going to throw a random banner our way, they probably will, but I didn't read the story because it was in Japanese. I couldn't read it, so I have no idea who appears in the story. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they throw our way, but yeah, now I'm definitely rambling at this point. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace, late.